Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to try the new Goss foundation. This is the Luxury Cream Foundation. I got mine in shade 8. And then we're also going to try out his setting powder, and this is called, is it called anything? Here we go. The Weightless Powder in Translucent. And then this little powder puff that is the Smooth and Set, the Poreless Beauty Puff that he also released. And one side is fluffier than the other one. The one that is, you can just switch it, this is like elastic, and the one that is less puffy or fluffy is the one that you're supposed to use for your foundation. And according to him, it will look the best if used with a powder puff. So I haven't tried it before. This is what it looks like. It's a very pretty packaging. You know, it's simple, but it's beautiful. He only came out with very few shades. I think there's only like, I want to say like 12 shades. He funds himself, everything that he puts out, he pays for himself, so he can afford to put out a bunch of, a huge range of shades. But he said that his plan is to add shades to the foundation. So there's really light ones for those of you that are really, you know, pale skin. And you use the pale shades, and then there's quite a few of them that are like in a couple of the lights, and then the light medium, and then medium, and then a couple of the really deeper shades. So we're going to start with, I'm just going to put it on this and start with, let me see, did I bring a hand mirror? I have a mirror right here, hopefully I can see. And start, I didn't put on any primer because that Bobbi Brown moisturizer is like a moisturizer and primer at the same time. And I actually forgot to put on sunscreen, but what I'm going to do is when I'm finished, before I go anywhere, I'll just spray my I had an SPF setting spray, so I'll use that. It's by Kula. So, and he suggests that you start, you know, with small amounts and then build, which is what I'm trying to do. I have a hard time keeping it on my fingers, but that's just me. I'm challenged like that. I really thought I brought, here it is, a hand mirror so that I can see. Yeah, I have a mirror down here under the camera, but it's kind of far for me to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to apply a little more right here where I have my dark spots to see if I can cover that. He also suggests that you can get like the lighter one and make like your own concealer, but I have enough concealer. I don't need to buy all these different foundations just to, you know, prove that you can make a concealer or you can make a bronzer out of it. It's okay. As far as the texture, I'm going to swatch it for you. It's not hard when you know, you can grab a little bit on your finger, and it's really not hard. It's creamy, but by the same token, it's not like mushy. It's not like moussey or anything like that. It's pretty solid in there. So let me see if I need to add any more anywhere. It covered my dark spots, you know, quite a bit. So I would say this is probably more like, you can use it more like a light to medium. I don't think it's full coverage, but it does a good job with the coverage. Okay, I'm not going to put any more on. I'm also, today, right now it's like noon. My granddaughter, my eldest granddaughter, just turned 21, and we're gonna have a party for her tonight. It's gonna be like a happy hour party because she can drink. So we're going to that, and right now I'm just doing my makeup, and it's gonna be a good wear test because I'll see how it looks at the end of the night. I will try to film what it looks like at the end of the night. If I forget, then I'll just let you know what it looked like before I wash my face. But I'm gonna try to at least take a picture of what it looked like at the end of the night. All right, so that's, even though it looks like I put a lot on, I really didn't, because I went a little at a time. So now I am going to put my concealer on. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Bobbi Brown corrector. I have been loving this. I got this with my Sephora spring sale, and I really like it. I got it in a deeper shade than what I have in the little pot, and I think this works better for me, the deeper one, because my dark circles are really bad. Okay, this is in the shade Peach, and I think the other one I have, I don't think it's Peach. I can't remember what it's called, but it's not Peach. Okay, and then the concealer that I'm going to be using is a new one by Christian Dior. This is the Dior Backstage, and I have it in 2N. I love the Backstage foundation, so I'm hoping that I like. This feels like a brush instead of a doll foot, since it's got product on it. I really can't tell, but it feels like it's a brush. Let me get a brush here to work this in. This is a foundation brush, but I don't think I brought a concealer brush, so we will use what we have. I'm going to put just a tiny more right here and right here, and it is a brush. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me see if I can clean it off. It's kind of tiny, which I like, because then you can be a little more precise and you don't take out as much product. Okay, so this, I wish it had the little kind of top that you can screw and you can open it and close it. It makes it so much easier not to pull out too much. I'm going to put a little bit on the cap, and it's totally white. It's translucent, but it's totally a white powder. So I'm going to switch this over. Oh my goodness, I got some, I guess, from my finger, but hopefully it'll be okay. And we're going to press the powder in. Just grabbing a little bit at a time. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll go back. I'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about my first impressions on this powder, okay? See you right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I put the rest of my makeup on. I'm using the Lunar Beauty, which this look will be going up on a video. I just filmed this look. And the eyeshadow palette, which this is what it looks like. This is the Prism eyeshadow palette. beautiful. And this is the outside of the palette. So pretty. He really does, Manny does a great job with his eyeshadows and his blushes and his, this is the blush palette, the new one. These are the shades, and they both have amazing mirrors. So that will be coming up. Okay, I love the way my face looks with this foundation. Gosh, Clara, words. Okay, I did not use a pore reducing primer. I just used the Bobbi Brown cream, and my pores, yeah, I can see them, but they're pretty blurred. So I have to say that the foundation and the powder did a great job. I probably could have built it up a little more. I can still see, you know, my skin underneath. I can see, you know, some of the spots on my face. But I don't like real heavy foundation. It's okay if my skin shows through. That's me. I have those spots, you know, and it is what it is. But they're not super visible. So I like it. It doesn't feel heavy on my face. It doesn't look totally matte, but it doesn't look glowy to me either. And I didn't put anything else. And I put... the blush that I have on is powder. I didn't use any cream products over it. So, and I did not use any setting spray. So I think, now I have to say that my concealer doesn't look as nice as it should, or as nice as it does when I use a Pat McGrath powder. That is my holy grail powder for under my eyes, a Pat McGrath powder. I think that's the one that my under eyes look the best all the time. It doesn't matter what concealer I use, that powder looks the best. But I wanted to try this powder. And I have to say that, the product, the concealer is not in my lines, but I can see my lines more. I'll get you a little closer so you can see it. Can you see it? Like, you can see the fine lines a little more than when I use my Pat McGrath. My Pat McGrath really smooths everything out. And this almost makes it look like it's a little dry under my eye. Even when I'm not doing anything, you can still see like the lines. And usually when I use an eye cream, like I always do. I did the same thing that I would do with any other foundation, okay? That Bobbi Brown cream is amazing. That is one of the best. It's like, it's a moisturizer and primer at the same time. And it's just beautiful on, okay? So I use one of my best products under this foundation. The rest of the face looks good. The nose area looks good. You know, I don't see anything down here. It's not settling, and my lines over my lips, you know, I think it looks okay. Just, this is the area, and that's the powder. And this is the area that doesn't look as good as it normally does. It looks a little dry to me. So I would say I probably would not be using it to set my under eye again. But I normally, except for the number 7 powder, the lift, is it the lift and illuminate powder? That one I can use everywhere and it looks beautiful. But the rest of the, and the Laura Mercier, I can use that one under my eyes also, the translucent powder, and it looks beautiful. But most of the other powders, yeah, I stick to my Pat McGrath. So that's what I'm wearing. On my lips, I'm wearing a Christian Dior lipstick. I had $40 in Macy's money, and I purchased a lipstick. It's one of the things I purchased. It's really pretty. And this is called Rendezvous. Yeah, Rendezvous. So it's very, very pretty. I like it. So anyways, I will wear it probably till around 9:30 or 10 o'clock tonight. I will try to post a picture at the end of the night. If I remember, I'll do my best. If not, I will write a note in the description box letting you know how I performed by the end of the night.
Okay guys, so this is like a 10-hour mark, and this is what my skin looks like. Now I did have to powder myself a little bit, like at the 4-hour mark before I left. I am so tired, but I mean, the blush is on. I think the foundation looks okay after 10 hours. I mean, I think any foundation is gonna look a little worn out by the end of the night, but it's not too bad. It's I don't see it in my creases. I am tired though. You can see my dark circles are really showing up. And I did reapply my lipstick, but I think it looks okay. Definitely one that I look forward to trying again. Now I think the next time I try it, I'm gonna use a real primer. I'm gonna use like the Tatcha Pore primer that, you know, hides the pores, to see how that looks. But I think I like it. It's worn out a little bit here, but it did eat, and you know, with a napkin I always seem to take the foundation off my chin, so that has nothing to do with the foundation. That's just me. All right, so this is all I have to report. I love you and good night, and I talk to you later. Bye.